Hello and welcome to this O&DR Modurol video, Ford Mirror Puddle Lights, Upgrade to LED. This is video K001 in our series of Ford Kuga videos, and in this video we're going to look at how we've upgraded our standard puddle light bulb to an LED panel. So we're going from a normal T5 bulb, which is approximately 5 watts, to an 18 LED lamp. This is a mod we're doing to our Ford Kuga, but it's also applicable to Ford C-Max, Grand C-Max, Ford Focus, Escape, Mondeo, S-Max, etc. Basically any Ford with this style of mirror. And this is the lamp we've actually chosen in this case, as I say, 18 LEDs. You're only going to need one tool in this upgrade. It's basically a Torx or a T10 screwdriver. Why? Because there's a small torque fixing screw retaining the lamp in some cases. Not all, but some cases. In this video, as per normal, I'm going to split the video down into several sections. In this case, the first section, what the Ford manual says about how to change it. Section 2, which LED bulb and why I chose that one. Section 3 then, the interior lamp design in order to assist us before we break anything. And then section 4, actually changing the bulb. In this case, I'm going to actually take the mirror glass off. So it's the mirror glass method, if you would. If you're interested in this video, you're going to be interested in our YouTube channel, O&DR Modurol. Lots of car content on there. And if you like the video or find it useful, please press the thumbs up. It really does make a difference. Thank you. Now down to the video. Section 1, what does the Ford manual tell us how to do it? So in page 194 of the manual, there's a little section in maintenance that says, insert a screwdriver into the gap between the mirror housing and the mirror glass and release the metal retaining clip. Then basically you just remove the lamp and remove the bulb. There's no mention of that screw. So unfortunately the manual is out of date in my case, and that didn't work. So section 2 then, which LED bulb? So there's masses and masses of LED bulbs available, especially for the T5 design. But in this case, I said, there you go. The standard puddle light uses that T5 bulb. It's very, very low wattage. Pretty useless, to be honest. But thankfully, there is this LED panel upgrade. As I say, it's a very reasonably priced at $12.99 for a pair of panels. And that's one we chose. Section 3 then, the interior lamp design itself. So a standard lamp is very simple. It's a small lamp for the T5 bulb to sit in. Part numbers are there in the right hand corner. The new design, as I say, it's basically a copy, albeit the only difference is it's got a connector on in place of the bulb, and you can see the integrated panel. It's completely one unit. The LEDs aren't interchangeable. The lamp fixing points then, the important things, on the left hand side you'll see there's a spring clip. Right opposite that, the right hand side, there's a retaining tab, and then there's this screw point. Now in my particular case, one of the screw points was broken and the other one wasn't, so one actually did follow the Ford manual, albeit inadvertently, but only by actually being broken. And the second one I couldn't get out at all because it had that retaining screw. So section 4 then, actually changing the lamp itself. I say we're using the mirror, removing the mirror glass itself. So you need to be brave but very, very careful. Get your hand as far as you can behind the mirror and push it towards yourself. I say support internally as much as you can. You don't want to break the mirror glass. It is quite strong, but you are able to break it if you're too rough. Once you've got it off, you can see the design of the retention. There's a round boss with the mirror motor, and then the female version on the other side with these 4 clipping points. And that's basically what you're pulling off to get the mirror off. It's very simple, and I think it helps to understand how it's designed. Once you get that, you can get at the mirror bulb holder. You just need to pull that out, and you get access to that Torx screw. Removing the Torx screw is very easy. You just use your T10 screwdriver. If you haven't got a screwdriver, you've probably got one of those little torque bits in one of your tool chests somewhere. Then you just have to remove the lamp. So you push the retaining clip or the spring clip and the bulb holder should just come out. Easy as that. Fitting the new lamp housing, it can be tricky. I don't think the manufacturing is completely robust, not just in the aftermarket lamps but also the wing mirror housings. It was tricky to get this right hand side one in. You can see the spring clip doesn't always engage properly. I say I had a look underneath there where you got it. It's not quite flush. So a bit of wiggling around later got that to be flush. The left hand side, in comparison, was much more straightforward. As I say, this I think it's more down to the wing mirror housing than anything. Look, it's just fitted straight in, no problem. So take your time, make sure you flush underneath. Then you just have to reattach the torque screws to secure your lamp housing. Make sure nobody pinches them. There you go. And then you need to connect the lamp back up. Bit of a tip here: connect it with the black wires following through the connector. That way you've got the correct polarity. Just in order to make sure you've got it right, you need to test the lamp before you start putting everything back together. If it doesn't light up, obviously the polarity is wrong. You just need to reverse the connector 180 degrees. Once that's done, you can reassemble the socket. Make sure you don't trap the wires. It's a little bit tricky, but the wires will go inside the housing. Then finally, check the lamp is flush to the housing and all the clips are engaged properly and it's not going to rattle free as you're going down the road. There you go. Finally, you need to refit the mirror glass again. So again, take note of the clipping points where they go on the boss there. Basically locate them roughly and then push the center of the mirror glass into the wing mirror itself and it should re-clip on there. If you find a large gap to one side, you can push the motors into position. Make sure you've got a flush starting point. The result then is something that will illuminate puddles under the door, and it's quite an outstanding result compared to the normal T5 bulb. There you go, look how bright that is. You can definitely see where you're going in the dark and avoid the puddles. Coming next then, we're going to be having a look at the wing mirror again and fitting dynamic indicators. The indicators that sort of strobe off to the outside to indicate. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more Kuga, XK8 and Leaf videos.